Hi, I'm Tim Gaines. I'm excited to study this week's theme in Long-Expected Jesus, which is He is Lord. Mark's gospel opens on a scene where John the Baptist has come and he is proclaiming that he is preparing the way of the Lord. Matthew's gospel goes into a little bit more detail with it. Many of us probably know the story that Jesus comes out to the edge of the wilderness where John is baptizing people in the Jordan River. And there seems to be something happening there where John can identify that this is the one that we had been waiting for. But it's only a few chapters later in Matthew chapter 11 where John sends word to Jesus. John is now in prison, and some of the things that John maybe has expected or hoped for haven't necessarily come to fruition. And so John sends word to Jesus. Are you the one that we have been waiting for? Or should we be waiting for another one? Should we be expecting someone else? In the study over the next week, part of what I hope that you'll do is to challenge yourself to ask the question, what would it mean for us to receive a long-expected Jesus, even if the Jesus who shows up is not the one that we had been expecting? Are we loading up some of our hopes and some of our expectations on what Jesus' lordship would look like? Or are we willing to defer to Jesus to truly allow him to be the Lord on his terms, to set lordship for what he would have it look like rather than what we're hoping for him to do? It's going to take some courage on our part. It's going to take some courage for us to suspend some of the expectations that we might have for the things, the hopes that we are trying to place on Jesus, and maybe just to encounter the reality that Jesus is going to give to us a hope better than we could have expected. So as you walk through these passages, I hope that you will engage it with a sense of expectation, with a sense of hope, with a sense of courage, that maybe this Jesus will be different than the one that we had expected. Maybe we can, in some ways, join John's question of saying, are you the one that we've waited for? But to hear Jesus reply, when Jesus sends John's followers back and say, go report what you've actually seen, that the sick are being healed, that the lame are walking once again. The kingdom of God is breaking in, just not in the ways that you've expected. I hope this is a great week of hoping and waiting and expecting, but I also hope that those expectations will truly be adjusted according to the Jesus who is coming as Lord.